Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, if you're not in the room, come on in and take a look at this video. Maybe you've seen it already. It's gone viral. This is a little 3-year-old boy who is hearing for the first time thanks to some amazing technology. Take a look at this.
Talk to him, Daddy.
Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Daddy.
Yes, here.
Can you hear Daddy?
Get in his face.
Yeah, she's telling him,
Loves you.
let him see your lips move.
Look. Daddy loves you.
Turn him up a little more.
Oh, it's just so sweet. And it kind of touched all of us when we saw it. And then we were so excited because Sarah Cherman is here with us this morning. And, you know, this morning when I was watching this video, I automatically went to YouTube videos and saw your video from how many years ago?
It's almost 2 years ago.
So it's been almost 2 years, and we have that one here. And this was you hearing for the first time at 29?
Yes, ma'am.
I remember liking this video on Facebook, Sarah.
Oh,
and when it
really?
went viral on Facebook, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
It is so the reaction that you would expect someone to have.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Just because, did you spend a lot of time wondering what that moment would be like?
Oh, 29 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, you know, that was part of the emotional wreck in the video was just, you know, all those emotions leading up to that moment. You know, you're scared, you're nervous, you're excited. So it was a jumble.
Now, you were born deaf, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. My parents discovered it about 18 months old, and then at the age of 2, I received hearing aids and started attending deaf ed school and speech therapy and things like that.
So I'm just wondering, did you realize that you were, you know, really, because when you don't have something, you don't know it. Mm-hmm. Did you feel like I'm missing something?
I did. I mean, I you know, when it's all you've ever known, you function and everything's great. But I did realize, you know, because you miss out on so much conversation, you miss out on things going around you, you miss out on music, on TV, on radio, you don't catch tone in conversation, so you don't get humor when everyone else is laughing. There's a lot of things, you know, so I don't want to like be Debbie Downer about it, but you do realize
But
what you're
no,
missing.
it's real. I wanted people to hear that.
But
know,
yet
'cause-
you were able to form your words and give it the right sound, and that was amazing to me.
Yeah, you know, I get that a lot is how did you speak? And, you know, honestly, I think the deaf community is kind of split into two. There's the people who rely on sign language, and then there's the people who, me personally, I was nosy. I was always wanting to be involved. I was an only child, so I was around adults all the time, you know, and I didn't want to miss out on anything. So, you know, you work hard. I worked hard at it. You know, my parents worked with me, and like I said,
What did you do? Were you reading lips? Were you learning how words formed by reading?
But all of the above. When going to the deaf ed school, they did teach me sign language, but once I entered public school, you know, no one else used it. So you don't use it, you lose it. My parents hadn't learned it. And so just my personality type, I always wanted to be involved, and I wanted to talk, I wanted to speak. And so you just, you know, you're constantly reading lips, you're reading body language, you're watching the way a person's mouth moves, their tongue placement, their teeth placement, the rise and fall of their chest, you know. It's a process.
And then you emulate that
Yes,
when you speak.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
once you were able to hear, did you have to go through any speech therapy after that to learn how to form words, like, because now you're hearing the way that it sounds coming out of your own mouth?
No, you realize all the things you've not said correctly, or you realize.
Have there been any funny moments that you were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said it that way? You know, just a moment of like,
There have, but of course I'm drawing a blank at the moment. But there's a lot of times where I've gone back and listened to a movie or heard a song and been like, oh, so that's what they were saying.
laughing
You know?
Yeah, that's gonna lead me to my next question. Like, what have been the biggest surprises for you? Like, have you fallen in love, a new appreciation for maybe music? Because you could hear beats.
You can turn it up and feel the vibrations. And you know, back in the 90s, you had cassette tapes that had the lyrics on them. So I could read the lyrics and memorize them and sing them and just hope I was singing at the right time with the beat that I felt. And so, you know, you memorize lyrics and you sing along. And then so, you know, you get these implants turned on and you're in the car and you're singing and you're like, you mentally have to make the decision to stop making up the lyrics and listen to what the actual lyrics are, and then you have to relearn the music all over again. So there's that. Little children, you know, just listening to little kids and
on their giggles
and then
there's
laughing
there's been several instances like of seeing adults that I haven't seen in a while, and like for instance a doctor, and you know, before I hated going with my husband to this certain hand doctor that he had to go to because he didn't make any facial expression. And so I never got him. Like,
You
I'm
never
like,
understood his
mean.
personality.
Yeah, and so I go in a few months ago and I'm like, you're funny, you're just dry, and I didn't know that. I didn't catch the
You're like, I
tone.
like you now.
Yeah,
Sarah,
pretty
tell
much.
us about the technology real quickly.
Oh boy, my husband does the better job of
I
doing
was going
that.
to say, your husband's here, and I'm just seeing him just beam and smile, because I know this had to have been incredible for him. You know, it's like, you all were married for how long?
Well, it'll be 12 years this year, so.
So 10 before you
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful. So you had to build a new relationship with your wife, correct?
Yeah, it's been fun. Like as soon as she got that first one turned on, for 3 weeks probably. I know this is just kind of proves how thick I am.
Here, we're going to give you a mic so we can hear that.
For 3 weeks, I would make her cry multiple times throughout the day.
Oh.
And I couldn't, and we finally figured out, but for so long, I never had to worry about my tone.
Wow.
I could just say anything because I didn't, you can say anything, but I didn't have to worry about how I was saying it. So I would say, hey, can, do something? And she'd, why are you being mean? I'm not. And then I love telling this. She used to not be funny. She used to think she was funny. No. But now that she can understand tone, I'm like, you're actually funny because she gets it, you know?
It's funny.
Yeah, like that comedic timing and the
does
way
like
your
the
voice
timing.
inflects when you tell a joke. Or
Well,
that's
and she
really
would be,
interesting.
on delay in a conversation. And so she would say something, you're like, oh, she's trying to be funny. But now she is, it's good.
And you loved her anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I
Absolutely.
love that. So how did it feel when you saw the little boy's video?
Oh, well, oddly enough, I just saw it the night before y'all contacted me. And I was in bed on my iPad and I was like, Sloan! Because people send you videos all the time. Have you ever seen this one? Have you ever seen that one? But I pulled it up and I was like, look! And he was like, oh, and we were both just, in tears about it, because his expression is priceless.
It's so priceless. Does he have the same type of implant?
No.
Do you have the same type of?
No, his hearing loss is due to not having the nerves in the inner ear. My hearing loss is what they call, and I always butcher this word, sensorineural. And so it's a different type of hearing loss, different part of the ear. And I honestly don't know too much about his device. I hadn't started researching, but I am curious. But it appears his is external and mine are internal. So, and it's a different concept, but.
Wow.
But both new technology, and then his is available for kids, so that's great.
Now, I want to ask one other question real quick. There's stories of people that are blind or that are deaf, and that their other senses are very, very strong. Was that way for you? Like, did you feel like?
I've always had really good eyesight and sense of smell, but I don't know because I don't know how to compare.
You can't compare it to
I
anything.
can't say, like, how good is your smell compared to mine? I don't honestly know.
How strong is this garlic to you?
Yeah.
And I must say, you have a lot of body art and tattoos.
thank
These
you.
are beautiful. Did you draw these, or was this kind of a
Oh,
way of-
no. I just had the idea, the concept, and then the tattoo artist is an artist. They have to be artists
They're
first.
beautiful.
And so you just give him the idea, and he does the concept.
They're really
Was
beautiful.
this
you.
before or after the hearing?
Well, a couple of them were before, during, and after.
Got it.
Well, Sarah,
Got
we
it.
are so glad that you came in today.
Thank you so much
to
for
share
having
your
me.
story and your husband. He's hilarious.
Precious.
Oh, and you wrote a book.
Yes. About the book. About the book, or else we can sell some
When
of
did you
these.
write this?
Oh gosh. I started back in March. It was done in September, published in November. So it's been on the shelves since November.
And
Wow.
you've been doing lots of interviews and talking a lot about this. Huh?
Yeah, it comes and goes. So
You've been on Ellen, Today Show.
she's hysterical. I love Ellen. Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
cool.
you've been an
So are
inspiration
you.
to so many people I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is. Is it a bestseller? That's what Colleen
It
just
is a
said. It's a
bestseller.
bestseller. Wow.
It actually, oddly enough, it hit it on Amazon back in February in the paper book format, and then it went to ebook format a couple weeks ago, and they notified me day before yesterday that it reached bestseller on.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
We are so glad you joined us. Thank you.